I wasn't kidding at the beginning of the semester when I said Unit 9 is a whole bunch of short little snippets. Um, uh, this one is yes, no questions. And we've already done this. In the past, we've talked about being able to take any kind of sentence and retranslate it, recraft it to be a different kind of sentence. We can take a positive statement and make it a negative statement. Can make something a yes-no question by going, have you eaten breakfast today? You ate today, or today you ate. If you make it a positive statement, it's you ate breakfast. If you make it, you ate this morning, ate nothing, right? That's a negative statement. Ate nothing. So positive, negative. We can do, what morning you ate what? Right? So it's a WH question. I'm asking you what you ate, or where, or when, right? So now we're going to the yes-no questions. So now we're going to look at those same sentences, the same concepts. And now, how do we do it? Because the difference is, with a yes-no question, there's no vocab. There's no sign question, right? We don't use when or what. It's did you? So that's where it's all non-manuals. So today eat, or you eat. Today you eat. Eyebrows up, lean forward, hold the last sign. Did you eat? It's kind of weird. It's the time frame is it's a kind of an awkward sentence, but it's a good one to start with. So today you eat. Oftentimes we're going to end with a pointing just to be a clarification. This is the question. All right. So, oh, what's going on? Okay. So yes, no questions. Oh, hello. Okay. So the goal is we look at the sentences, because the unit has all the sentences. You just follow these simple steps, figure out these different pieces, and then figure out the order to assign them. So the first thing is look to see if there's a time reference. And it could be daily or weekly or something like last year, right? So look for a time reference to see if there's something you could use, because that would go first. Remember, time, location. So the next one is location. Is there a location that we're talking about somewhere? Even if it's applied at like at work or something like class, because we're referring to the geographical location of class, right? Then what's the topic? And it may not be just one simple thing. It may be a phrase or a concept. Lions and tigers and bears, right? Okay. So that's going to be, you're going to want to label these things in the sentences as they pop up. Then how do you make that a yes, no question? How do you raise the eyebrows at the end, lean forward and point to the person and be like, how about you? So let us look at the vocab. Now, how? I don't know how. We know this is how for like, how do you do that? How? How are you? But sometimes I don't know how. The more, I suppose, esoteric meaning of it or usage of it, where it's not necessarily how is this, but it's like, I don't know how. Fix, or fix. Sometimes you fingerspell it and it's a fast one. It's like apartment. Fix or fix. The I is hidden in there a little bit. Iron, as a friend calls it. Iron, he's Canadian. That's how they pronounce it. Iron. Every day. So it's tomorrow, yesterday, every day. So you brush against. It's like the sign for girl. But every day it brushes the knuckles. Girl brushes the thumb. To have experienced or have been to a place. Experience or touched. Remember when we were talking about travel? Touch there, experience. Paris, two V's. It's for the Eiffel Tower. Internet, the middle fingers, it's networking. This is also a sign for network. Download, you're grabbing it. It's kind of like you're stealing it, downloading it. Spider, duh, right? Spider. Bugs, this is for insects, repeated a few times. Bugs, 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 bugs. If you do it once, it means orgasm. Very different topics. So bugs. There's bugs. Oh, you, spider, bugs. Frog. Frog, and it's underneath, because this goes, right, frog. Afraid. And early. Now, early goes basically across the back of the hand. If you don't want to go wrist to fingertips, because that means naked. Early is in reference to your watch. You're early. You're before your time. You were supposed to come here, and you came here, so you're early. Yeah, it's the middle finger sort of drags across. All right? So that's the vocab for this chapter. And so the first thing is, they don't ask you this, but as you're reading these, look to see if there's a time reference. The only one that's here is daily. And we looked at every day, same, every day. So here's a time reference. Boom, 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 boom. So, do you like coffee? So the topic is coffee, right? Coffee. So that's going to come first. And the comment is, you like, question mark? Right. So coffee, you like? Coffee, you like. The positive way is, oh, coffee, don't like. So notice how there's three ways you can sign the exact same things, and the facial expression is the big thing that's going to change. Is it positive? Is it negative? Or is it a question? Okay. So we're going to do that with each of these. So take a look at each successive sentence, and I followed what the book does, and we label what is the topic. So how would you sign fix a car? That's the topic. Fix or fix a car, right? So fix a car, here's my topic. Fix a car. Got it? Okay, you know what I'm talking about. Do you know? Or know how? How? See, that's where that can be helpful. Okay. So these make sense. And again, it's that little baby step of, oh, how do I do this? And once you've done it a couple times, it starts to go, oh, okay, that makes sense. It's Yoda speak. Iron clothes you like? Iron clothes you like, right? That's bad Yoda, but that's how you have to think about it. You think about, here's the topic, here's the comment. Here's the topic, here's the question. So iron clothes, Thai food. Why is daily not part of the topic? Because that's the time reference, right? So every day, newspaper, you read, question mark. So there are 10 more. And notice in this one, download music off the internet. The topic is download music. I would actually say off the internet is the location. So it's kind of weird. You're like, what do I do with that phrase? But internet is the location, and then download music comes out of that, right? So internet, so the internet, and you can give internet, download music, you know how? Help me, Napster. You don't remember an abstract. Anyway, and then the next one, number 9, there are 3 things in the topic. So spiders, bugs, frogs. Afraid? So here's the 3. Bum, bum, bum. You afraid? Cool. So again, first thing, look if there's time. Simple strategy if you're looking at translating a sentence and you go, oh, that's a question. Translate the time, location. Is there a topic that may be more complicated than just one sign? Because it's the object, right? Well, in a sense, it's the subject because it's this I like, or this I do, or this you do, right? So it's the object. If you remember diagramming sentences, although a lot of schools don't teach that anymore. And then name the topic. Once that's done, you ask the question. And it may end with you pointing at the person. So we go through all of them again. So the best way to practice this is go through that little puzzle and figure out each of those steps. Do I have time, location, topic, question? Figure out all those. Sign those, make sure you do that. Then, what's the face doing in each? When do the eyebrows go up? Do you shake your head? Do you, when do the eyebrows go up and when do they go to normal position? And holding that last sign. And then the last thing is just putting that all together and getting to the point where you can feel that rhythm in here. Kind of like if you've ever tried to do an accent, you've got to learn how each individual word works. Then you kind of how they sound together, and then you listen for the phrasing in the other thing because there's always weird pauses and stuff that aren't necessarily inherent to English. So then, how would you eat breakfast today? And we come back to that. Then there's the vocab. And the follow-up is just normally what we would do is the next class we would come in and I'd ask you to give me more details in your response. So, have you been to Paris? What's your answer? And if you remember, oftentimes in like English class, you're told include that question in your answer. So repeat the question back. So yes, I've been to Paris, I did this. Or no, I haven't been to Paris, I went here. So getting used to giving full sentences, incorporating information from the question, as opposed to just no or yes or I don't know. No more one-side answers. Right. So that's what this last stuff is about. And that's it. Again, 9-6. It's just yes, no questions going, hey, we can take a sentence and make it a yes, no question. It's a very simple little process.